Hi, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. My name is FM Jellicoe, and you're watching the Dafuge Challenge, Episode 12, with Enfield Town FC. Well, a new season at Enfield Town FC also means a new skin. I tend to jump around in the skins I use quite a bit. I prefer the darker ones, and usually there's just something wrong with the other one that kind of bugs me. Don't get me wrong, the Nocturno 18.1.0 skin is a very nice skin. I like it a lot. This is the Champions League skin by A31632. You can find it on the Sports Interactive community forums. I'll post a link to it in the description down below. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. I don't know, it's just a personal quirk. I tend to bounce back and forth, but there are definitely things about this skin that I do like. We started on the transfer window because I wanted to show you the ins and outs that we've had in the off-season. We weren't that active. Most of the team was pretty well set in stone. The moves I made were because the players I brought in were better than the players I already had, or they were too good to pass up for this level. As you can see on the outs, I let Abiobafemi go. He went to Braintree on a free. He wasn't happy about it. I wasn't unhappy about it, I'll put it that way. Ryan Sanford was out of contract for us most of the season, and he turned down a lot of contract offers. And then I went and offered him a contract, and he turned me down. And then he went to Tamworth. I guess he was holding out for Tamworth to offer him something. Anyhow, on our ends, first in is Andrew Dauber, a keeper. Older at 24, 3-star current, 5-star potential ability. His only drawback for me is the determination, a 3. He's too old to be tutored. Not that I have anybody who can tutor him. His salary is £600 a week. One of the things I did when given the option was to put our chances in the cups a little bit higher. So our salary went up from, I want to say, 5,700 to about 6,200 pounds. Comparing him with Fryatt, he's better in almost everything, which is something I need at this level. Fryatt's good, but Dauber's better. And I'd much rather win games 3-1, 3-0, 2-0 this year than 5-3. I still got Fryatt. Fryatt's going to get some cup starts and some games against lesser opponents. Or if Dauber just can't get the job done, Fryatt's still there. So next up is Kieran Monlewis. He's English. It's probably Monlewis. 2.5-star current, 5-star potential midfielder. Plays midfield center. He'll be playing there and on the right more often than not. I really like him. I can't explain why. He's not that strong. He doesn't have great stamina. He's pacey. He's got decent agility, excellent determination, good first touch, good passing, good technique for this level. Can't really tackle or head or hit a long shot or a corner, but I don't know. Something about him just, I like him. Next in is Jack Wakely, who I think has the potential to be the signing of the season so far. 3.5-star current, 5-star potential. Spent a couple years in the Chelsea system. Wasn't good enough for them, but more than adequate for this level. 11 stamina, 13 pace, 11 jumping reach, 11 acceleration. Good positioning, good concentration, okay determination. 9 heading, 9 marking, 8 tackling, and he's only 18, 200 pounds weak. All the loan players I had last year, Harry English, Welch Hayes, Henchcliffe, I tried loaning them in again, and they didn't want to come, with one exception, which I will get to in a minute. We brought in some loan players to fill in some positions that there were options available for me to sign, but they really weren't any good. Elvis Otim is the first up on the loan list. I really like this guy. He comes in from Nottingham Forest, 3.5-star current, 5-star potential. Plays almost exclusively on the right. So he and Monlewis will be switching in and out. Good stamina, good pace, good acceleration, decent work rate, decent passing, decent technique. He's an all-around good player for this level. And we're not paying anything on his salary, which is great because he's 250 pounds a week through Nottingham Forest. Next up is Luke Rawson, who is a striker on loan from Chesterfield. I brought him as depth. I'm playing the 3-4-3 almost exclusively now, and I've got some good strikers. I just don't have a lot of them. And I went out looking for somebody who could fill in on a part-time basis and possibly step in as a starter from time to time. Rawson has holes. Yeah, he's 2.5-star current, 5-star potential. Good pace, good acceleration, decent agility. The one bravery is not helping him, although the decisions, the determination, and the off the ball are excellent, and he's good at dribbling, and he's got a good first touch for this level. Okay passing and heading. I got him in as a backup player. He's in on a rotation loan, which I am more than happy with. I think he'll do a decent job for us. Last in is Charles Clayton from Leyton Orient, playing the midfield left. This was also a depth signing. After Greeny, I really don't have anybody there. He's also on a rotation loan, and he's pretty good for this level. Good stamina, good pace, excellent acceleration, good work rate, okay determination, good crossing, good dribbling, good first touch, good technique, can't mark, can't tackle. But if I compare him to Greeny, yeah, Greeny's really good though. He's one of the better all-around players at this level. But I think Clayton is more than capable of filling in. So let's go to the main squad. As you can see, we got Lucas Greenberg back. I am quite pleased with this. Came back, no problem. Port Vale waited until 3 days before his contract was up to re-sign him. I thought maybe I had a chance to get him in, but he went and signed another year-long contract. I will keep paying attention to him. I think he has a lot of potential. Sorting the team out, as you can see, there's not a lot of weaknesses here. The 5-person sub is going to be a pain, and we let go a lot of youth players over the summer. They weren't any good. A lot of them were maybe a star, 2 stars at best. I kept a couple that could possibly go out on loan or fill in desperation. Craig Johnson is a good example of that because I've only got the 2 keepers in Fry and Dauber right now. I scheduled a lot of friendlies, mostly because I wanted to get the team gelled together faster. And we did really well. The only game that we didn't win was against Mansfield. But it was still a good game. We almost pulled this one out. Rawson had a goal for us. Bobby Ward, Dan Smith, who you may remember I was talking about last season, is one of those players with a decent amount of potential, but he plays AMC as his primary position. I don't play AMC. I'm retraining him to be a winger on the right. It's got a little ways to go, but I think if I can get him some playing time there every game or so, we'll be doing okay. Mansfield's a League 2 team. They knew they were in a game. These are the promotion odds. I know we're going to do better than 11th. We were 5th last year, and our squad has only gotten stronger. Whitehawk is one of the teams that was relegated last season, and Bournemouth and Woking were okay last season. I'm surprised they have Gloucester City all the way down as far as they do. And I would expect Hampton and Richmond and Havant and Waterloo and Bath City and Chelmsford City to finish in the top 6. I would expect us to be challenging for a playoff spot, if not outright winning the league. Well, the odd makers this year think Tom Ashton is going to be the top goal scorer in the league at 5-2 odds. Montel Moore is third at 5-1. Chris Zabrowski at Chelmsford City is 4-1. He's a pretty good player. He scored more than a couple of goals against us last season. Between them, Ashton and Moore scored 70 goals for us last season, so it's a possibility. As you can see, we did bring Montel Moore back. He wanted 650 pounds. It was more than I was prepared to offer him. I got him down to 550 pounds. Plus some seasonal landmark goal bonuses that helped me out with that. If he scores the same amount of goals he scored last season, he's going to walk away with 3,500 pounds in bonuses. But I am more than happy to sign that, especially letting Obafemi go. So today we are going to play Pool Town at home. It'll be our one live comm. I think for the time being, until I can figure out what's going on with the 3D looking as jerky as it does on the videos, which might be a settings issue somewhere that I have yet to resolve, I'm going to do the games in 2D with a 3D replay on the scores. And these are our expectations for the year. I bumped up how far we were going to get in the FA Cup and the FA Trophy because it gave me a little bit more leeway on the payroll. We still don't have a transfer budget, but even with all my signings, we are 700 pounds under, and we're not losing as much money as we were last year. A lot of that has to do with the sponsorships, and our ticket sales have been fairly decent. I'm hoping once our stadium is complete, and the graphic for that on 3D was just horrible. It looks like they hung a big gray sheet over everything. I'm hoping our performances on the pitch will bring more crowds to the stand, and I believe once we go up, that'll keep growing. I do like this screen. I like the side-by-side comparison. We don't have any players out of contract still around. Everybody is either on a contract or on the youth squad, and we're not carrying as huge a roster as we were last year. If I take off the under 18s, 11, 16, 17, 18, 19, we're only carrying 20 players on the senior squad, and I like that. I'm not a fan of these huge squads. I've got another save going just for myself where I'm coaching Padova, and I've got 42 players on the squad because 22 of them have to be registered for each game. You get 11 starters and 12 substitutes, which is nice, but at the same time, it's also kind of a pain. Let's go to submit team here, and we will get underway. We are playing our 3-4-3 with Dauber in goal, Wakely, Thompson, and Upton as the center backs, Greeny, Ray, Dawson, and Odom as the midfield, with Ashton, Moore, and Greenbirch as our strikers. Pool Town is playing a 4-1-4-1 with Mitchell in goal, Lane, McCone, Roast, and Morrison as their defensive back four, with Myers as the defensive midfielder, Neal, Rigg, Pilbeam, and Toure as their midfielders, with Harrison up top. On our bench, we have Smith, Hunt, Monlewis, Rawson, and Clayton, and they have Bannister, Ferguson, Frieder, Simpson, and Albini. And even throughout the preseason, I could still not get my team to go all green. I think that's going to be one of those things I'm never going to be able to do. But we're underway. I have to slow this down. change a couple of things here. I do like this skin, but for some reason it changes things from time to time between games. You know, this setup is not the setup I had in my Padova save, which is what I was playing before I came to this. There we go. Okay, 5 minutes in. Let's get this back underway. Corner kick, Ray. Well, Pooltown has it. Odom has it at the top. It's taken away by Toure, who heads it towards Harrison, but Ray takes it away. Or Greeny takes it away, heads it to Ray. Dawson has it. Over to Odom. Into Green Birch. Centers it. Greeny on the left. Into the crowd. Ray at the top. Into the crowd again. Kicked away by Pooltown. Harrison has it. Jukes a couple of players and lofts a shot that's wide right. Okay, Rig has it for Pooltown. Neal on the left. Now Ray kicks it back out. Moore has it. Back to Upton, who launches it up to Green Birch, who got behind the defensive line. Centers it in. Own goal. Roast hit it. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Let's take a look. Upton launches it forward to Green Birch. Crosses it in, and Roast just stuck his head in the way in it. Went in. Morrison with a throw in for Pooltown. Taken away by Dawson. Green Birch is there. Dawson has it. Up to Odom on the right. Who kicks it in, centers it. Green Birch kicks it. Bounces off the post. It was a good attempt. Odom with the cross. Kicked back out towards Odom again, who's being shadowed and taken away. That is not good. I wonder. Let me check something here real quick. No player traits. Looks like he tried playing his way out of trouble there. Should know better. Almost a half hour down. Dawson with the corner kick in. Back out to the right where Dawson has it. Centers it in, but taken away by Pooltown. Morrison has it. And the crowd sends it forward, but off target. Upton has it. Sends it back to Dauber, who launches it up to Moore. Tap back to Ray. Green Birch has it. Tried a shot, but it bounced off a Pooltown player and out of bounds. Ray with the corner kick in. Wakely has it on the left side of the box. Centers it into Ashton, but it bounces off a couple players and back out again. Dawson has it in the center. Out in the right to Ray. Into Green Birch, who tried sending it in, but it bounced off a couple Pooltown players and back out. Dawson has it. And he's going the wrong direction, and the scene ends. My forwards are just not doing too well today. 6'5", 6'5", 6'6". Let's get it together, people. Wakely has it. Launches it up. Ashton's going to be there. Crosses it in. Green Birch off Mitchell. Out of bounds. Corner kick. Oh, wait a minute. That was a penalty. I missed that. Dawson with a kick. He slots it home on the left. Somebody must have pushed off. I wasn't reading the comments. I was looking at the play. 2-0 up. Thompson took a knock. He was already injured. He wasn't that healthy. Well, I mean, he was healthier, but I think he started the game about 80%. He'll come out at the half. Rig has it for Pooltown. Out to Neal on the left. Back up to Lane. Kicks it away to Upton. Back to Dauber. Launches it up to midfield. Back to Pooltown. Roast sends it to Albini. Over to Morrison. Neal loses it to Dawson. Ray kicks it up to Green Birch. Over to Moore, who sends it forward. Ashton can get there, but Mitchell got there first. Mitchell sends it out to Neal on the left. Centers it into Rigg, into the crowd. Back out to Neal again. Albini has it back post. Late half goal. Neal to Rigg. Nice little pass to Torre. Back to Neal again, and Albini was just sitting there. Thompson right to Odom to Green Birch, who got behind the defense, who should have centered it because he had options, and he instead chose it to launch it over the goal. Good grief, still can't get them to agree with me. Ashton's on a 6-3. Moore's on a 6-3. Green Birch is on a 6-1. Wow. Hunt is going to come in for Thompson. And Rawson is going to come in for Green Birch. I didn't have Ashton on Poacher. Maybe that's what's been screwing me up. We'll save our last sub for later. Pooltown has it. Lane up to Rigg. Centers it to Pilbeam, who gives it away. Wakely kicks it back up, but Pooltown has it again. Greeny to Ray to Ashton. Can't quite catch up to it. Mitchell launches it, but it's straight to Hunt. Ashton has it. To Ray. He centers it to Dawson, who's going the wrong way again. Back to Hunt. To Greeny out the wing. Ray sends it forward to Ashton. Crosses it in to Rawson. Nice goal. First assist of the year for Ashton. He had 23 of those last year. See, that just looks jerky to me. Maybe I have my speed up too fast. I'll slow that down. We'll see what happens. Next time there's a score. 53 minutes gone. We're doing a lot better than Pooltown. More shots, more on target. Only one long shot. Had the possession advantage. It's turned into a pretty good game for us. 60 minutes in. Moore still on a 6-4. Everyone else is having a pretty solid game. 70 minutes in, we are going to take Odom off for Smith to get him some first team playing time. $15 minutes left. So yeah, the off season took me about 2 days to get through. A lot of scouting, a lot of trials. You bring a player in who would look great, and he would just be absolutely horrible. Had a couple players. Well, Ray with corner kick in. Lane knocks it out, but Dawson has it at the top. He tries sending it in, but it bounces off Ryder. Gives it to Torre, up to Neal. Over to Rigg, to Pilbeam, who's all alone, but... Oh, what the heck happened there? Hillbeam has it. Back heels it to Freider, to Albini. Dawson was off his line. That was a good sequence by them. 4 minutes left. Pool Town manages to pull. If Pool Town manages to pull this out, I will be most upset. Nuts. Albini centers it to Neal. Son of a... And it's not Smith's fault. Go to the overload here. Albini with the throw in for Pool Town, and that's the game. Damn it. Should have been a win. Should have been a good win. 85th minute goal, 89th minute goal. We had that problem last season too. Well, that is definitely not what I wanted to see happen. So coming up next, we are going to play Whitehawk and Maidenhead United for the home and aways. That wasn't so much a stumble out of the gate as it was a trip. But I think we can recover quickly and get back on our feet. I believe I have a good team for this level of football. I believe we're going to go far. Frankly, if we don't make first place, I'll be more than a bit upset and wondering what the heck injury bug I caught to make that happen. As always, if you liked what you've seen and heard, please leave a like and subscribe down below. I'm doing my best to get some more FM content out on a more regular basis. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave them down below. I do my best to answer any and all. My name is FM Jellico, and I thank you for watching.